The glow of the phone screen cut through the darkness, painting my face in that harsh blue light as I read her message again. Late night at the studio. Don't wait up. Sent at 11:47 p.m. The words carved into me like a knife, twisting and relentless. That was the third time this week. And once again, Sarah was gone. Our little Brooklyn apartment felt emptier with every absence, every excuse, every silence. The refrigerator hummed in the background, the sound oddly taunting, filling the stillness she had left behind. I scrolled through our chat, my thumb trembling as I climbed past the lifeless one-word replies, the evasive comments, the empty emojis that once had been playful and warm but now seemed like shields. My chest tightened when I noticed the timestamp. She'd been online only minutes ago. And worse, there it was, an Instagram story. A dimly lit bar, her laugh spilling out in a grainy clip, and behind it, unmistakably, his voice, John's voice. My hand dropped the phone onto the scratched coffee table, its worn wood carrying the weight of countless nights we once shared. I raked my fingers through my hair, the faint trace of lavender perfume still hanging in the air. A scent that used to feel like home now only lingered as a ghost, reminding me of something that was slipping away. My mind clawed at excuses. Work stress, long hours, the suffocating demands of the city. But none of it fit. The puzzle pieces twisted into something uglier. I replayed the week on a loop. Her recoil when I reached for her in bed. Her phone tilted just out of sight, her sudden obsession with needing space. Morning came like a cruel spotlight. Sunlight streaked through the grimy windows, catching specks of dust dancing lazily above the kitchen table. Sarah walked in with a brightness that felt rehearsed, her hair tousled, her smile stretched just a little too wide. She poured coffee into her chipped favorite mug as if nothing was amiss. "Morning, babe," she said, casual, too casual. I kept my voice even though my heart raced. "Did you have fun last night?" Her hand tightened around the mug, her eyes flickered before she looked away. "Yeah, just out with some friends," she said, her thumb already flicking across her phone screen like she wanted to bury herself in it. Then, almost like a careless slip, she added, "John was there. You remember him, right? From the co-working space." John. The name thudded in my skull. I remembered him. Too tall, too charming, too attentive at all the wrong times. Always hovering near her desk, his smile lingering longer than necessary. I nodded numbly, muttering something about work while my mind replayed that Instagram story on repeat. Her hand brushing his arm, their closeness captured in a blur, intimate enough to scorch my thoughts. That night, my unease gnawed at me until I couldn't ignore it. While she showered, her phone buzzed on the counter. My pulse thundered in my ears. This was a line I swore I'd never cross, but suspicion was suffocating me. My hands shook as I unlocked it. Her passcode still our anniversary, the bitterest irony. And then I saw it. Pinned at the top, her thread with John. Strings of late-night texts peppered with heart emojis. A picture of the two of them at the bar, her lips grazing his cheek. My stomach turned. I scrolled further, each line another nail in the coffin. Plans for secret meetups. Vague "I need to see you" messages. And then her voice, soft in a voice note, whispering, "I can't stop thinking about last night." The bathroom door creaked open. Panic jolted through me. I locked her phone and shoved it aside just as she appeared. Towel wrapped around her, droplets of water trailing down her skin. Her eyes studied me. "You okay?" she asked. "Yeah," I lied, my voice raw. "Just tired." Inside, I was breaking. The rest of the evening felt staged. She cooked pasta, telling half-hearted stories. And I laughed at the right beats though everything inside me screamed. The clink of forks on plates sounded like a countdown to the inevitable. Over the following days, I turned into a detective in my own life, sifting through shadows. Her location sharing mysteriously switched off, her phone always face down, her social media carefully cropped to erase his presence. But little cracks showed through, mutual friends tagging her in photos where John was never far, his arms snug around her waist, timestamps lining up with her so-called work nights. A Venmo payment for drinks. Every detail stabbed at me, undeniable, but still something I forced myself to rationalize. Maybe they're just close. Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe there's still something left of us. But the doubts didn't quiet, they screamed. I began sneaking peeks at her phone while she slept, torn apart by guilt but hungrier for the truth. Every flirtatious word, every familiar phrase meant for him, chipped away at 3 years of trust. I wanted to tear the silence apart, to confront her, but fear held me hostage. Fear that facing it meant losing her completely. Friday broke that fear. She left saying she had a client meeting, but her phone betrayed her. A new text from John. Can't wait to see you tonight. My chest went hollow. I sat on our worn couch, leather sighing under my weight, and stared at the message until my vision blurred. Outside, the city raged with horns and voices, but in our apartment, it was just me and the truth I couldn't dodge anymore. When she finally stumbled in at 2 a.m., smelling of whiskey and his cologne, I was waiting in the shadows. The living room light flickered faintly through the blinds, barely illuminating her face. We need to talk, I said, my voice steady though a storm raged inside me. Her eyes widened but then sharpened, her defenses snapping up like armor. What's wrong? She asked, already bracing. I saw your texts, I said, holding up her phone. All of them. Her face crumpled for a moment before it hardened, her jaw clenched. You went through my phone? That's low, Matt. Don't you dare turn this on me. I snapped, my voice cracking. You kissed him. You've been lying to me for weeks. Maybe longer. Her gaze darted away, her fingers twisting her shirt hem. It wasn't supposed to happen, she whispered. It was just a moment. I was lonely. You've been so distant, always on your laptop, always working. So it's my fault? I shouted, my chest heaving. I've been here, Sarah. I've been here, trying to hold us together while you're out with him, laughing, posting stories, pretending everything's fine. Tears gathered in her eyes, but there was something else too, defiance. Not enough guilt. Not enough remorse. I didn't mean to hurt you, she said. But John, he listens. He sees me. Those words shattered me deeper than the images, deeper than any kiss. I rose, trembling, gripping my phone like a weapon. You want to know what I did? I asked, my voice low, dangerous. I recorded you that night. When you came home drunk, rambling about your client. I have it all. And I sent it to John's girlfriend. Her face drained of color, her lips parted in shock. You didn't, she whispered. I did, I said coldly. The weight of it pressed on me, heavy but resolute. If you're going to burn this down, I'm not going alone. The silence that followed was endless, a canyon we'd never bridge again. She stood there, tears streaking her face, but I knew. This was beyond saving. Whatever love we once had, it wasn't enough anymore. Not for her. Not for me,